So, to those who don't know yet, um, this fight between Jake Paul and Hasim Rahman Jr. got canceled. Yeah, it got canceled basically a week before the fight. Fight was supposed to take place over at the Garden to be shown live on pay-per-view here in the States on Showtime pay-per-view. They even announced that the fight was going to be on the Zone for the UK and Irish fans. Um, but now it's no longer happening. It's no longer happening. The whole card has been scrapped. Amanda Serrano versus Brenda Carvajal is also canceled. Brandon Lee was supposed to fight in the card as well. That fight got canceled. So the whole entire card got canceled. And actually, to those who don't know, the winner of this fight, according to Mauricio Suleiman, if Jake Paul wins, or the winner will earn a WBC ranking. So if Jake Paul won this fight, he would have been ranked by the WBC, maybe top 40. I think that's where they start, top 40, um, in the cruiserweight division. Oh man. So yeah, the fight got canceled. MVP Promotions, who represents Jake Paul. Jake Paul owns MVP Promotions. They released this statement. I'll read it for you guys, and you guys can follow along. And it reads: on July 5, Hasim Rahman Jr. signed a bout agreement to fight Jake Paul on August 6 at Madison Square Garden at a maximum weight of 200 pounds. At the time of signing, Rahman provided evidence of his weight to give comfort to Most Valuable Promotions and New York State Athletic Commission that he would not be losing more than 10% of his weight over the 4 weeks leading up to the fight. Signing since weighing in at 216 pounds on July 7, Rahman and his camp have offered assurance after assurance publicly and privately that he was on track to make weight at the weigh-in on August 5. 216 on July 7, so he had 16 pounds or 11 pounds to make 205. Interesting. Um, anyway, uh, yeah, it says here weigh in on August 5. August 5th, going as far as to provide a letter signed by the recognized nutritionist that his weight cut was progressing without issue per New York State Athletic Commission's required weekly weight checks. In the last 48 hours, it has become clear that these assurances were not made in good faith. On Friday, Rahman submitted a weight check to the New York State Athletic Commission that demonstrated he had lost less than 1 pound since originally signing to take the fight 24 days prior. This prompted the commission to declare that it would not sanction the fight at less than 205 pounds. Still, Jake Paul was prepared to move forward with the fight at this new weight, and new contract was sent to Rahman, promoter, reflecting a 205-pound limit, imposing strict penalties should he fail to make weight. Upon receiving this new contract Saturday morning, Rahman's camp indicated for the very first time he planned to weigh 215 pounds at the official weigh-in and would not agree to weigh in at 205 pounds, and informing Most Valuable Promotions that they are pulling out of the fight unless the fight was agreed to 215 pounds. MVP and Jake Paul will not reward someone that has conducted himself in such deceiving, calculated manner. Therefore, MVP is left with no choice but to cancel the August 6th event. This forced outcome impacts Jake Paul, Amanda Serrano, and every other fighter on this card who have trained tirelessly over the past few months for this event. The boxing community must hold Rahman Jr. liable for his lack of professionalism. There has been endless work, time, and money put into building this event, and we want to thank our team, Showtime, Madison Square Garden, Holden Boxing, and all of our partners for their continued support. Above everything, we want to thank our fans for their commitment to the athletes and the sport of boxing. So there you have it. It looks like it's a weight issue thing. Whether you blame Jake Paul or not, if you want to see Jake Paul's side of the story, go follow him on his Twitter page, or go to his Twitter page, and you can see he posted up multiple clips and statements talking about this canceled event. If you want to check it out. Same for Hasim Rahman Jr. He also, if you follow him on social media at Hasim underscore Hasim Rahman Jr., you can see that he also posted a bunch of stuff since the cancellation, defending his side of the story. you know, it is what it is. Honestly, I wasn't super excited for this event. I wasn't planning on buying it. I have work on August 6th nighttime, so I wasn't gonna watch it. I was gonna watch it after the fact, or find a way to watch it in other means. Not pay per view. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it's. I guess if you were super excited for this, then that sucks. But I wasn't really super excited for it. It's a fight where I definitely thought, or think that Jake Paul would have struggled in this fight because he's going in there as somebody who, at least, is more of an experienced boxer compared to the previous fighters he's fought as a pro. Previous fighters, compared to the previous people that he's fought as a pro. Hasim Rahman would definitely have tested him. Who knows why Hasim Rahman couldn't make the weight? He claims that he just can't make the weight anymore. I don't know. I don't know, man. He still kind of looks flabby if you ask me. But it is what it is. Um, I don't think we'll ever look. I don't think we'll go back to this. I think. Originally, what Jake Paul was supposed to fight Tommy Fury, right? But Tommy Fury couldn't enter the states, and Hasim Rahman was the replacement. They should have just tried to get the Anderson Silva fight. I think that was another option. They should have just tried to make that fight. I think at least that one. I think that would have definitely gone forward and made happen this August. But it is what it is. And that one I would have been more exciting for, Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. I would have called off work for that, to be honest. And I'm actually hoping that's a fight we see. Hopefully, Jake Paul and Anderson Silva can agree on something before the end of the year, so that we see that fight. Because even though Anderson Silva's old and not really much of a boxer, he still has that fighter's mentality, and he's actually done pretty well as a boxer. I know he hasn't really fought anyone notable. He fought Chavez Jr. and beat Chavez Jr. Um, but I think he would definitely be a big test also for Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. So, anyway, um, let me know what you guys think about this canceled event. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening and watching, and like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.